here, and today we will be talking about beating Here Be Monsters Challenge F. I have been farming Challenge E for what feels like eternity, and finally I decided to try out the new Leary base, and oh, it was so good. But this base that you're looking at right here is a base I came up with and talked about in my last video. It's like a maze base. It really doesn't have a name. But essentially it routes the heroes through the maze, and I tried it on F. You know, I got it to beat E really well. Well, E 50%, D was 100% with full garrison, and I decided to take it against F. Now, I didn't have in full garrison. That was probably a little slip up, but hey, maybe I was just a little ambitious that night. And now the pathing did kind of work. You see how it broke through on wave 1 through the double walls there? That's really the flaw of this base design fighting Here Be Monsters Challenge F, because those guys just push right through those double walls. You really need triple walls, 3 deep walls on at least 2 sides of your base to have a chance on Challenge F. And you can just see that, I mean, wave 2 they get in. I did okay on way up to wave 2 here, but again, they got that hole on that sort of west corner, and that hole, it really became sort of the end of me. And look at that, they ran straight for the wall, and they're going in. Now they're going in because you almost need triple walls right there. When you have a wall that long, they won't go that far around walls with the new update. They will go far, but not if there's a double wall, 2 deep wall. Now here, see, they weakened that 2 deep wall, and now all of a sudden wave F4 crashes through it. Atlantic Core comes out, they take the wall down. What happens then is the aggro switches to Atlantic Core, and boom, they take him out. And I may have passed wave F4 here, so I got to F5. Now if you can get to wave F5, in my opinion, you can beat wave F5. I probably could stick with this base. I probably could tweak it here and there and get it to beat Challenge F, and here it just walks all over me. So I began looking for a new base, and here's what I came up with. This is essentially the core of the base is the Leary 93. Now I have a level 15 Town Hall, and he has a level 17, I want to say, and SandSevens uses this base who has a level 18 Town Hall. So what are you going to do? So I needed less walls. Now if you had a level 14 Town Hall, here's how you could do it. You'd remove those 10 wall pieces, and how it works is there's an arc above the top, a arc above the bottom, but let's go take a look at the Leary 93 original design, and you can see, so he has a split surrounding buildings. They're split there, so one wave will hit one. I love the split. The God Fuzzy base uses the split. It's really awesome. One wave hits one of the splits of the whole sort of southeast building structures, then goes into the middle. A second wave hits the west and then goes into the middle, and it's not a continuous circle, so that's pretty good design. I love that feature. I have that on the God Fuzzy. That's still a great base too, by the way. And you can see, it looks like Leary 93 put the Town Hall down there. That's a pretty interesting tweak. Now he's always testing and tweaking and changing, so just keep that in mind. And here is SandSevens' interpretation of the Leary 93 design. It's a very square feature to it, very cool, very awesome design, very feng shui, very sort of mathematical, and I really like that design. And here is me running Here Be Monsters Challenge F with my full circle, a continuous circle of buildings surrounding the ring. I need to do that. I have to do that. I don't like doing that. I wish to have how Leary 93 has his base with 2 sort of separate units, but that just wasn't working for me. I do have, I want to say, 20 less walls than Leary 93 and 30 less walls than SandSevens' base, and so I had to have a tighter interior structure. And for me to sort of have a chance at Challenge F, I actually had to take the Here Be Monsters around the whole entire ring. I couldn't do it with a separated split building design, so it's in a way more like SandSevens' continuous connection of buildings and less like Leary 93's. In terms of my center, because I don't have 5 towers, I throw whatever vault has the most gold, of course, next to the 2 towers on the northwest side. And as you can see, Wave F1, I didn't really have any hero combat whatsoever there. Wave F2, though, pops on the west side. All the buildings were already clear there. So here is really how the Leary 93 base works. They just path right up through the middle. All the monsters get concentrated, and all 5 of my heroes take them down at once. They are aggroed onto the tower, and so they don't attack my heroes. So they're facing 5 of my heroes, and they're got a path up this sort of a choke point, wrap around that wall, and then go to the tower. Well, by the time they get to the tower, they're gone. Same thing here. I mean, you can look at the Mecha Men here. They go right up. They just ignore my heroes, and then they curve around that wall, go to the tower, and try to take it down, but they got 5 heroes on them. Now look at this pathing. This is interesting pathing of all the legendaries. They go up, then they go all the way up to the top. You would have almost thought they'd come back down, kind of where they started. But nope, the last building they destroy and blow up, that wipes their aggro. So whatever building is closest to them at that point, which happened to be my east tower, they're going to aggro onto that, and so that's why they didn't come back down to the bottom. So here they're going to aggro on that west tower of mine, so they're going to go all the way up the channel. They're going to curve. Of course, my 5 heroes are nailing on them. What makes F4 difficult and F5 is the vast amount of hunters. I call those hoochie mamas that come in. There's just so many of them. If you don't have some way to deal with that many, they will take out your legendaries super fast. And then last wave, F5, they're all coming straight down the choke point. They're going to wrap around because they're aggro to that north tower. You can see the griffins on that north tower. They just flew right over. So that's the easiest way to tell the aggro point. Whatever the griffins head to is what the monsters are aggroed on. But I got all 5 of my heroes. I got Pumpkin Duke triggering off, and that makes it a victory. 82,000 experience, 35 shards, little gold. Would have been more experience if I didn't get the gold. This was my second win, and I really don't see any big flaw to this. I don't have 3 deep walls all along the northwest and southeast. That's one thing I really wish I could do. That's where I would put my 10 walls I get from my Town Hall upgrade. So I would complete those 2 to make them all 3 deep. And that is how a Town Hall 16 should look. Now when you get to Town Hall 17, of course you get an arrow tower. So you put that in there instead of the gold vault. You have 10 more walls, so you can sort of make the 2 building structures that you have a little bit taller. Those are my heroes. I'm just going through all my quick talents if you're curious. Pretty much all my heroes, yeah, all my heroes are 100 or less. And the heroes that I have on the altars are all going to be 5-star, with the exception of Pumpkin Duke, who I unlocked 6-star recently. And I've just got the 3 garrisons in each, and full garrison. And hey, if you're dirty enough, join me in my guild dirty. Keep it dirty. And dirty up.